welcome to Book Buzz, brought to you by the Peters Township Public Library. I am Miss Shannon.
And I'm Miss Linda, and yes, we are back to give you information about programs in the Youth Services Department for the second half of April.
Yes.
And more books.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Book Buzz, and every now and then we do buzz about a good book.
Yeah, we do. But we do the best we can. There's always so much going on. It's hard to,
we got a lot to say.
Yeah.
And only 30 minutes to do it, so let's go.
All right, do it.
All right,
do
perfect.
you go first?
Sure.
All right.
So in the pop cultural world, a very big event is happening in April, and that is that Taylor Swift is releasing her new album. And in honor of that, we are having a whole series of programs for all of our Swifties. These are teen-only programs, so I know that she has a fan base of all ages, but these programs are specifically geared for teens in grades 7 through 12. So I'll make sure I put that out for that, and registration is required. So first we are going to have, and also April is National Poetry Month, and the new album is called The Torture Poets Department. So was that well played? Most likely, but Taylor Swift does nothing by accident, as we all know. So we will be having our Swift Blackout Poetry, where we're going to be doing, Blackout Poetry is a very popular kind of activity where you take usually like pages from an old book or something like that. And you take pages from an old book and you will kind of black out words from the page to create a poem. Well, we're going to do that, but with using Swift lyrics. So we'll use probably more of her more wordy lyrics, and then kind of narrow it down to make a blackout poem, blackout poetry poem with that. So that'll be on Wednesday, April 17th after school at 3:30 in the teen room. And then we will be doing on Thursday, April 18th in the evening at 6:30, we're going to do Swift versus Shakespeare, because Shakespeare's birthday is also in April. See how this all works?
I'm impressed.
It is pretty impressive.
I'm impressed.
So anyway, we used to actually always do programming around Shakespeare in the month of April. We would team up sometimes with the middle school teachers too, and they would teach Shakespeare in their classes. And so we'll have famous lines of Shakespeare and famous lines of Taylor's, and you'll have to guess which one said it, Swift or Shakespeare. Now, of course, I will make sure that the Shakespeare text is modified in a sense that it sounds like more current speaking, as opposed to like thou shalt, more of the old school
yeah, because that would be a giveaway.
That would be the giveaway, right? So we will use like the modernized Shakespeare text to do it. But so you'll test your knowledge as you guess who wrote the famous line, Swift or Shakespeare, and there will be Swiftie-ish themed prizes and stuff at these events as well, like stickers and things like that.
I know where you can get some.
I have some.
Oh, Swiftie stuff?
I have Swiftie stickers.
Oh.
And I also maybe we can get a hold of some earrings to raffle off. Make sure we wear them. Ooh. All right, so Miss Linda has a little side hustle of earring making.
Let me know if you need it. You need earrings.
Which we're not wearing any of yours today. Normally we do try, but she does have a Swift line, so we'll make sure we put that out there. And then our last event, so this is a 3-part series, is the Torture Poets Department Listening Party. I did find that some of the lyrics on the new album are going to be explicit, so we will only be playing the clean versions. We'll make sure we get a hold of that. The album itself drops a week before that, so we shouldn't have any problem. So if you haven't listened to it at that point, or you're listening to it on repeat, you can come listen to it with a group of friends at the library. And while we're listening, we'll be, of course, making friendship bracelets, because that's a thing that the Swifties also like to do. So that will be on Thursday the 25th at 6:30. So we'll have 2 evening programs, one after school, over a series of 2 weeks, all about Taylor Swift. So
wow,
it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
I'll bet
as soon as she made that announcement at the Grammys, the ideas started coming.
Oh, I'm sure, little Swiftie person you.
I am.
No, I really admire her. I do. I've seen her on concert, as you know, and of course you have too. I have a lot of respect for the stuff that she does for people. That is really cool, above and beyond just being a celebrity.
Right.
So, all right.
So we are looking forward to it. Whether you like her or not, if you are a Swiftie, then make sure you join us.
Absolutely.
And I know there are plenty of Swifties around to come.
Yeah, really cool. So this is all high school.
Yes.
right?
Well, 7th through 12th grade.
7th through 12th. Okay,
So
middle
all of our
school.
Swifties.
All right.
Yep, teen only. Because we did have a program last summer, you know, it was like, are you going to Eras Tour or did you not get tickets to Eras Tour? Come celebrate, you know, either way. And it was like a Taylor Swift like trivia night. And that was like teen and adult, but we did have a lot of younger kids want to attend. And so this program specifically is only for 7th through 12th graders, so teens only. Because yes, she does have a range of fans, but the programs are designed specifically for teenagers. These ones.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. If anything, I'll just be sitting there by myself
Listening
making
to her
my
music.
friendship bracelets.
Listening to her music, watching her movie video. Have you seen it?
Yes, multiple times. Actually, Emma.
Because now it's on Disney.
That's all. She like requests it. It's so funny.
That's funny.
She doesn't talk. She's not even 2, but she'll like point to the TV, and then she'll like or hand me the remote, and then she'll go down like beside the TV and start. And I'm like, "Do you want Taylor?" Yes. But
you know,
she's clapping and she's shaking.
Only in your family would
She
your
has
little
a shirt
girl.
that says I'm a Swiftie.
Yeah. Why am I not surprised? Of course she would be exactly like that and know exactly how to get your attention to put her on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's so funny.
That's perfect.
She loves it. And well, it's also really glittery and, you know, it's,
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
It's hilarious.
All right.
She's a fan.
Sensory story time. We talked about Marianne Faber last episode. She will be in our library on Thursday, the 18th of April, from 10 to 10:30. We did talk about her and how the sensory story times work so well. Soft and more quiet and gentle for children that need that, that need things toned down and more quiet and more one-on-one. Actually, the program is smaller. Only a few kids get in, and it's perfect like that. So we're mentioning it once again, and it does fill up. The next program, we've got a couple more programs coming up. Family Lego Night on April 22nd. That's a Monday night at 6:30. Our Lego nights, family Lego nights, are amazing.
I gotta say about the dog man. So for the March Family Lego Night, one of Linda's Lego enthusiasts created Dave Pilkey's character Dog Man out of Legos, and it looks like something that you would see in like one of those like Lego like museums displays, Legoland, wherever like people make all these different things. Spot on.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I was so impressed. I'm still very impressed by this dog man made out of Legos. And I just happened to walk by. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Dog Man. Like, I knew exactly who it was supposed to be without having to read it. Like, amazing.
I know. I'm telling you.
They're really good.
They work so hard in there. Even the parents help the kids. They really do work together.
Yeah.
It's not just like parents sitting there and making something for their kids. They're
not sitting there on their phone while the kids are building. That's like definitely like a family event.
No, that's even greater, because some programs we see that. I mean, let's be honest, parents. You know, you're busy on your phones and doing things, and you're not really engaged with the kids doing the program. And this is a family program that fills up, and I can't tell you how much fun they have together and seeing them working. And if little Johnny needs this, you know, a special kind of piece and he's putting something together, the mom's over there looking for a special like part of a window, or it is really cool.
I love it.
Yeah, and you're
they're
right.
not building like sets with instructions. This is entirely imagination based. So
totally.
Like that's something with the dog man. Like there was no directions for that. Like he just made that up. So, you know, a lot of the Legos you buy as a set and you're going to build a police station or whatever, but you follow all the directions, which is also great because it teaches kids how to read directions and all that kind of stuff. But what the Lego program is entirely like, here is a bunch of Legos, use your imagination, what can you come up with? And then the cool thing is they go on display in the library, so you get to be famous. Like this dog man, like I keep talking about, I hope everybody comes before the March ones come see this.
It
this
stays
is cool.
up all month until right before the Lego night of that month.
Right.
So they're just put up, and here we go. All right, my last program, and we're going to have fun because we're going to have plenty of time for some new books.
Cool.
Talked about this last time, my tween book club, Every Soul a Star. This is to follow our solar eclipse viewing that happens at the beginning of April, and this follows up. It's a fictional story about three friends that three strangers that become friends because of this solar eclipse. Through this one extraordinary event, three lives are about to be changed forever in this enchanting story about unlikely friendships and finding one's place in the universe. So this is April's read. First 5 tweens to register, as usual, gets a complimentary copy of it. And I think it's going to be a great discussion and a good book to read.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it does sound like a good story. I've read other books by Wendy Mass, and I like her.
Oh, yes.
She's a good one.
Yep, she's requested a lot. Kids like her too, so.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we want to talk about our Say the Dates real fast on your brochure. That's on your notes there.
I thought we weren't doing it.
Oh, we don't want to give it away?
For summer?
We can they're on there.
These?
Yeah. Just maybe say some of the stuff. Maybe not even the dates, but just what's coming.
All right. We'll tell you. All right. Because remember last time you're like, don't say anything. You're doing the shh thing. And I said, okay, no spoiler alerts.
Right. Well, then I realized it's on the handout that you can come pick up at the library anyway. So if you want the spoiler alert
well,
there.
maybe they wouldn't have realized that. Okay. So let's, how about you do to here and then I'll do to here.
Okay. So we have, well, the first thing is our kickoff, which is you don't want to miss that. That's one of the best events of the summer, of the year, I should say, with our performance. So Josh and Gab, who come every year, they've been coming for like 10 years. I have pictures of them from a long time
Isn't
ago.
that funny?
I was going through and finding some, so they'll be here on June 1st at 11:30. The event goes from 11:30 to 12 to 1:30. Josh and Gab will hit the stage at 12. We also are going to be having a bookmark design contest, which is going to be kicking off in April. And you can design a bookmark that goes along with the summer reading theme, which is every adventure tells a story. And the winners of the contest will be announced during that event. We are bringing in the Carnegie Science Center Mobile Planetarium to present One World, One Sky, which is a program for preschoolers that highlights Sesame Street characters. And then we'll also be doing one for elementary school age students called Planets. Now, we will not be bringing in the big inflatable planetarium, unfortunately. We wanted to, but then we realized that our lobby has gone through some different changes since the last time we did it, and it won't fit anymore because we moved.
That was huge.
We moved our circ desk up.
Yep.
So it's going to, they have another way of doing the planetarium without the inflatable thing through projectors and stuff. So we'll be doing it in the multi-purpose room. And then we have the aviary coming, and they'll be doing a program called Amazing Adaptations about how birds have to adapt to their environment, and then also one called Nature's Rainbow. The Amazing Adaptations is geared for like elementary school age kids, and the Nature's Rainbow is more for the preschoolers.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then, in case that wasn't enough and you find some days that you need more to do, we have The Magic of Science with the Cat in the Hat, presented by Steve Haberman, and he is a magician, and he's going to do some fun magic. Excuse me. Followed by another one that'll be coming up after that, Wonders of Wildlife. Who doesn't love when the Pittsburgh Zoo comes?
I love that. Minus when they bring the snake.
Oh, that I can pass on.
And we always say, I hope they don't bring a snake, and then they do.
And then they do. I know.
But then they made up for it the last year because they brought that owl, remember?
Oh.
And that was so cool.
It is so cool.
It was a big
it was.
owl. Yeah.
Who doesn't love an owl?
Yeah, they're mesmerized.
Yeah, so we love
And then they had a little hedgehog, and he was cute.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we may do it the same.
Okay.
But.
So who doesn't love the zoo? Oh, this is another favorite of mine, the Pittsburgh Puppet Works.
They're getting better and better.
They are better and better. I don't know how they do it, and every time we see it, it's a different theme, so like a different story, and they add different elements to the show,
right,
which makes it more engaging and fun, has the kids laughing, and
there's usually like 2 puppeteers in there, and they go through at least 30 to 40 different puppets.
Yeah, 2 of them doing this whole
All
thing,
different
a really
voices
big set, and They just do great. So I'm so glad we're getting them again.
Me too.
And then once again, excuse me, Carnegie Science Center Mobile Fab Lab. So what are we making with that? Do we remember?
We are making gliders.
Oh, okay.
Is one of them, and then
Okay.
there's 2 others. Yeah, last year they
It'll be a
they
surprise.
made stuff with they got to use the laser cutter, and they did some
That was the robot.
and they made robots with the solar panel robot
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So we try to do like some different stuff. So we have them. They'll do 3 different programs: one for like elementary, one for tween, and one for like middle school.
Yeah.
So
That-
and all these will be registration required. They will
Oh,
fill
yeah.
up because I mean they're really like events that people are going to be excited about, and that's just our specialty things. We also have a lot of regular scheduled stuff coming up this summer, which we'll
Yep.
be talking more about
Days and
in,
nights.
in May and June. We'll be really talking about
All
something,
you have to
but-
do, and I know that they had this up on the screen already, is come into the library and grab one of these brochures.
Yeah.
This is going to tell you what's going on in the spring, and everything that we just mentioned is listed on the
Yeah,
back.
so save the date and
So
then check our
it's-
website to see when you can start signing up for it.
Yep. This
So-
is a great tool to have.
Yes, it will be. I'm looking forward to it. The summer is a busy time, but we have so much fun.
I know. I know.
And I love these specialty events because that makes our day fun too. I mean, who gets to go to work and see an owl,
Yeah,
or watch a magician?
I know.
I like magic.
Yeah, me too. Excellent. All right.
So speaking
Spoiler
of magic,
alert or
let's talk
not.
about some magical, wonderful new books.
Okay,
All
that
right,
one?
so sure. So last episode I talked about the Collectors,
Yeah.
which is the 2024 Prince Award, which is given to a book for exemplary YA literature. No, there's no real like guidelines for it other than that. But then, there's a lot of awards to be had in the world.
Yes.
And this is one that's new to me. I don't know how long it's been in existence, but it's called the Asian Pacific American Award for Literature. So it is written either by an Asian Pacific American author, or the story highlights characters that are of Asian Pacific descent.
Wow.
So this one for this year, and there was a whole list of ones previously. So this is just something I guess I just didn't realize was an award that's
Yeah.
out there. But this one's called "I'd Rather Burn Than Bloom." What a title.
Wow.
And so after her mother's death, 15-year-old Marisol tries to piece her life together in an emotional, thoughtful exploration of pulling yourself up when you're a mess of everything. Biracial Marisol sees her mother as her connection to her Filipino culture, adding a layer of complexity to her grief throughout the story. So this sounds like a really, really beautiful book. I haven't read it yet, but it's definitely something that I'd be intrigued
Wow,
by. And the
another
author's
award
name
winner.
is Shannon, so that's a good thing.
Of course.
And she's got a shiny gold medal on there, so that's pretty impressive. So
It's very impressive.
so the Asian Pacific American Award for this year is the I'd Rather Burn Than Bloom.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that award, and it's always fun to learn more about, what they are looking for out
Right.
there. It opens our eyes as well.
Right.
So, all right. This one is brand new, and it really struck a chord with me when I was reading what this was about. I have not read the book, but this is about signs. Like, do you believe in signs? Like, if someone
Sure.
leaves us, like some people will say, someone died and you see a feather, and a feather
that kind of
always
stuff,
reminds
that
them.
has happened actually in my own experience.
Yeah. Well, this one, and it hit me because my father just died. Her dad died. And she's looking for signs. And she's always had faith in the Chinese superstitions, spoon-fed to her all of her life. But ever since her dad's death a year ago, she becomes obsessed with them and believes that her father is sending her messages from beyond. It goes on and on and on. But that is the gist of it. The back of it says, a pair of birds, the color red, lucky all around. Dad's finally done it. He sent me a sign. I press my viola case against my side. I know what I have to do. So, and they
what a
do.
cool
And they say
illustration.
about birds,
red birds in particular.
Red birds. And she talks about red birds in
Yeah.
here. Yeah, all kinds of, little things that can be interpreted.
Right.
And if for me, if it makes you feel better,
Right.
and brings
If it
any
helps
kind
in the
of
grief
peace
process,
or calm.
absolutely, I agree, and I have had that happen.
Okay, and this is by, it's called Maybe It's a Sign by E.L. Shen. Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like a good one. And you know, books for that age group touching on grief we don't see too often, and unfortunately it is a part of life. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things where libraries need to be mirrors of what you're reading, or books should be mirrors of what you're reading, or sliding glass doors where you can relate to somebody else.
Right.
So I think that's great for both.
Yes, I do.
Perfect. All right, so, well, on a not so happy note, I guess, because that was like kind of like, oh, uplifting, like she's grieving, but she's seeing signs. We have a new book for the murder mystery series. So, One of Us is Lying is a popular teen murder mystery book from a couple years back, and it's been a bestseller for several years. And book 3 in the trilogy, I don't know if it's going to be just a trilogy or if more is coming, has just come out, called One of Us is Back. So
I love the cover.
Oh, I know, with their faces ripped off. Yeah. So I've only read One of Us is Lying. It was our teen book club book a couple years ago, maybe last year. I don't remember. It gave me a lot of Breakfast Club vibes. The teens don't know what that is.
I get
Breakfast
it.
Club is a popular movie from the 80s about kids' day in detention. With a murder mystery twist. So like these kids are in detention, they're all different walks of life. You know, like we have like the really popular girl, and we have like the outcast. Like kind of like I said, like it gave me Breakfast Club feels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And while detention's going on, somebody is murdered, and then one of them possibly is the one who did it.
Yeah.
One of these students. So there's One of Us is Lying, and then the second one of One of Us is Next. And then book 3 is One of Us is Back.
That's scary.
Yes. So definitely like for a good thrill read, Page Turner, they are a very popular series, a YA thriller. So it's funny how the trends are, how it goes. Because for a long time, all YA books are dystopian. You know, we had The Hunger Games, we had Divergent, we had I Am Number 4. They all kind of had that theme. And right now we are definitely going into like this murder mystery kind of mystery type of
interesting
theme, you know? So it's interesting to see what's going to be popular next.
One other thing that I'm curious about, and I know there was another book that I read, and I can't think of it right now, is using the word liars in it. Because we just read that. We were liars. And what's that one? One of Us is Lying. And there was another, like I said, another book that I read is something lying.
Why can't people just tell the truth?
Tell the truth, there would be no books. No, we can't tell the truth. We wouldn't have those books.
Yeah, there was Sarah Shepard's series, The Lion Game, that was out several years ago, but that
Oh, really?
popularity of that has dwindled down because she was like the Pretty Little Liars author, and
Oh, that's
not
right,
as
Pretty Little Liars.
Pretty Little Liars is another one.
There it is.
But yeah, people are always telling lies. That's not nice.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of which, go on.
All right.
I like the cover of this.
I know, isn't it cute? A for Effort by Jared Green. This is fun. This is a graphic novel. And I'll tell you what, and me too, and we've talked about this a lot, about the graphic novel genre, because everything, they're coming out with more and more and more and more graphic novels. And they're taking fiction that we've already read in a book and turning it into a graphic novel.
That was how I read To Kill a Mockingbird. I read the graphic novel version of it.
Oh, did you? That's crazy. So this is a great book. The start of Jay's freshman year is full of new things, new friends, new classes, new challenges, all of which are expected until his new friend group's obsession with perfect grades puts the pressure on, especially when his best subject, art, is full. And it goes on and on and on. So it's about getting perfect grades. But I love the title because, you know, sometimes you just have to say A for effort. You get an A for effort.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's so funny. Meanwhile, effort doesn't start with an A, so I don't really know why that's a
I
thing,
don't
but people
know
say that all the
either.
time.
I know. I don't know either, but I think it just states I just like that it states you don't have to be perfect.
Right, and you're trying.
Yep.
It's always good
And
to
you're
try.
trying, yep, and that's all you can do. I
Yep.
always tell the kids, just try. Do the best you can do, and that's all.
We only have a couple minutes left, and I know you have a really good book in your basket, so I think we should fast forward and go ahead and talk about that.
Should we? All right. Are we reading
We
it?
should. I don't know if we need to read it, but we can.
This one I did not give in advance, so don't be looking for a slide, you guys. This one is brand new. I've been holding out for this. It's
No
called
pun intended.
but
Look at him.
Does a Bear Poo in the Woods?
I don't know. I didn't know that Linda had nonfiction books about this, but
Oh, you know us where the
Look
kids.
at, he's got his little Charmin.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Do you want to see where?
Because isn't Charmin the one that uses the bears? Yeah. it is.
Yeah. Well, look, like he's hiding from a man. It looks like a hunter that wants to get him, and he has to go so bad that he comes across, and then he finds the toilet.
But he calls it a throne.
Yeah, the poo throne. And so there he sees it, and the toilet paper is hanging.
Oh my God.
And-
These illustrations are.
I know, and he's closing his eyes. He doesn't want him to see, but he is sitting on the toilet.
Oh well, that's
The
good.
the poo throne. He sighed quite happily as he settled down to rest and getting nice and comfortable. This hideout is the best.
Uh-oh.
And then,
They run
you
into
know,
each
they
other.
run into each
Well, that's just
other.
embarrassing.
All right.
Oh,
And then the bear says, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait. I guess he has to go too, but the bear is going. Got his Charmin, got his toilet paper, but I must not be the only one around here that's shy, and he does his thing, and he
He flushes.
flushes
Nice
the
manners.
toilet.
Yes.
Does a bear poo?
You know, it's
in the
such a
woods.
topic that the kids really do like to read about it, and whether they're potty training, and that's something to get them excited.
Exactly.
Or it's comical.
Yep.
You know, I mean, Captain Underpants is going to hold the test of time. You know, it is what it is. Potty humor.
Sorry.
And Linda and I are not above it.
No, we are not. Especially reading it.
Have a good one.
See you for May.